Now, research is one of the most frustrating and time-consuming parts of Amazon KDP. It can sometimes take days to find a profitable niche, but with this new tool that I've been using, I've been able to quickly find in-demand niches with low competition, and over the month of March, I've seen my royalties grow to over $7,000 by finding niches with this tool, and I'm going to show you a breakdown in this video. Now, my old research method involved me going on to Amazon, typing in the keywords into the search bar, and then manually clicking on each of the keywords to take a look at the results and some of the best selling books, BSRs, in order to determine if that keyword is profitable. The only issue with this method is that it can take ages to find a profitable keyword. So I wanted to find something that would save me a lot of time and make the research process much easier. So I looked around, and the best tool that I found was BookBeam. Now, it was actually Kim George and Jenny Hansen Lane that mentioned this tool to me. I'm quite skeptical of paying for any tool, but I was really blown away by BookBeam's huge library of tools. But we're only going to be focusing on a few in this video, the ones that have really made my royalties grow. So first of all, I'm going to show you what it looks like inside the BookBeam tool. So this is the home page, and here we've got some updates from a book that I've been tracking. We also have latest updates. So this is a tool that the BookBeam team are continually updating. And then we've got a range of other tools here with their explanations. And then on the left, we've also got access to some more tools. So firstly, what I want to quickly take you through is the Chrome extension. Now, there is a free version of this, but again, the paid version has so much more that you can do with it. So with the free version of this Chrome extension, you do get access to this data bar anytime you type in a keyword, giving you the average BSR, the average reviews, search volume, average price, average estimated sales monthly, and some word frequencies. You also get access to the BSRs, the sales it gets per day, and the royalties per day, with the amount of pages the book has and the age of the book. And if it is self-published, then you'll have this green little box here telling you so. Now, if we want to look further into the book, then the premium version will give you access to this BSR and price history, and then also the review and ratings history. So this is good to look back on and see history about any book. So going back to the BookBeam homepage, what I want to show you through is the game-changing niche finder, and clicking on this will take you to this page where you'll have access to all this information. Now, what's great is when finding any niche, we can actually access different marketplaces. So you've got the US, you've got the UK, you've got Germany, Italy, France, and Spain. You've also got a preset for the niche finder, so you can look at top selling self-published books, new high selling self-published books, top self-published books with a low star rating. There's top self-published books with a low rating count, and then so much more, including top selling self-published journals, notebooks, planners, word searches, and coloring books. Then we can actually choose a book type, whether you want to do books or even audio books. You've got the option to type in a specific keyword. So if you wanted to maybe look for activity books or travel guides, you can type that in. You can also choose whether you want to look at all publishers or specifically just self-published books. And then we've got quite a bit of information here, such as bestsellers rank, sales per day, number of ratings, the rating, the book's price, and the age. And another awesome unique feature about this tool is that you can even select by a specific category if you want to find niches and target a specific category. Now, with all these options, it makes it so easy to find niches within seconds. So we can choose any marketplace. For this instance, I'm going to go with the US, then select a preset. The main ones I've been using is top selling self-published books to see the best books, and then also new high selling self-published books, as I like to focus on this specifically because newer books will have less competition and it also won't have as many reviews, meaning that we can compete with a lot more new high-selling self-published books. So if we just click on that, and then let's say we want to specifically target coloring books, we can actually type that in. I always go with the setting self-published, and then the settings have already been arranged as I've gone with a particular preset, but as you change the presets, then the settings will also change. So we can see we've got a bestsellers range from 1 to 35,000. And the other setting that has changed is the age. So we're specifically looking at books within the past 4 months. Then if we hit find books, it's going to give us all this information. So it's great. We can see the average BSRs on page 1, and then the average reviews, the average price and average sales. We've got the estimated sales trend and also word frequencies that we can also put within our back-end keywords. So we can take a look through each book. We can see the reviews and the monthly sales and monthly royalties. So this book alone is making $43,000 a month, which is absolutely amazing. Make sure you are also taking a look at the amount of pages each book has and the age of the books. Any book which does catch your attention, you can click on the plus button here, and that's going to track the book, so it's always on your radar. Again, now it's down to you to take a look through the books. There are all in demand as they have very low BSRs and they don't have a huge amount of reviews, so you can compete with them. But it's amazing to actually find a tool where we can see all of these books with low BSRs. And for me, the books and the keywords that I keep repeatedly seeing over and over again would lead me to suggest to create something around that book or keyword. So for example, I keep seeing the bold and easy coloring book term, so that would be something that I might want to go onto Amazon and research further. But this tool has been able to help me find some keywords very quickly, and I'm sure the more you go through the pages, you will find so many interesting ideas. Thirdly, you've got the keyword research tool, and this is going to allow you to dig deeper into a specific keyword. So we found the niche of bold and easy coloring books from the niche finder. So what we can do is just put that into the search bar above. Again, you've got the options of looking across several marketplaces. I've just chosen the .com market, and then we can click on find keywords, and already it's loaded telling us the search volume for the keywords, the competition, the opportunity score, which gave us a 7.8, which means very high demand and a moderate competition. Then we've got a few other options here, including to export all this information. Now with these keywords that came up, I did have to click on get keyword data in order for it to reveal this information, but that literally just takes a few seconds. And what we want to be looking for is a set of keywords that we're going to use in our title that has a good amount of search volume. There isn't too much competition, and there is a decent overall competition score. So we see a few niches here with scores around 8 and higher. So just looking at this, we can see that the bold and easy coloring book Ocean scored quite well. The bold and easy coloring book Summer has scored quite well, and then we see a few at the bottom too. So we've got the flowers, we've got woodland, we've got food, and we've got animals. So if I was to create a coloring book, then I would suggest going with one of those keywords, as there is some decent search volume and low competition. Fourth, we have Category Explorer, and this actually helped 2 of my books become best sellers within their first month of release. And you need to be selecting the right category in order for your book to become a bestseller in the least amount of sales possible. And here you have an option of filters to choose. First is the marketplace, so it's great that you can can target categories for different marketplaces. You've also got formats, Kindle books and audio books. Then you select a primary category. So think about the best categories for your book and consider who your audience is. If you're creating, let's say, a book specifically for teens that maybe are interested in travel, then you can choose those options. And the magic is focusing on the top 1 rank. So you want your book to have a number 1 ranking in order for it to become a bestseller. But I don't want my book to have to get a huge amount of daily sales and a very low BSR in order for it to become a bestseller. So I like to look at the top 1 throughout each range and find the highest BSR that I can put my category into. But I'll start between 10 and 20k and then go higher. Then I click find categories. So then I'll take a look through each of the categories, and if they relate to my book, then I'll use that category. Now, don't abuse this and just put your book in a random unrelated category. This can actually end up in your account getting banned, so be careful with it. Make sure it is related to your book. If you can't find anything, then what you can do is just increase the rank. So go with 20k to 40k. But take your time, don't rush this process, as you want your book to be in the best position possible to become a bestseller with the lowest amount of daily sales. So for example, let's say you're creating a book for teens around social issues such as civil and human rights. Then in order for it to become a bestseller within this categories, it will need 7 sales in a day, which may seem like a lot to some, but if the book is in demand, then this can easily happen. And compared to a lot of other categories where you need 25, 50 or even 100 sales to become number 1, this is much more achievable. But if you take your time to go through this category finder, I'm sure you can find a category with even less daily sales in order to become a bestseller. So as I've talked about this before, this is a paid tool that I have been using, and it has different subscriptions. Personally, I've gone with the monthly basic option, which is the most popular, but you can use the code Danny50 to get 50% off your first month, or use Danny10 to get 10% off the yearly plan. And why I've gone with the basic is that it gives me access to that dedicated Chrome extension I showed at the start with the price history. So I've got 250 history views, and it allows me to go back with 1 year history. I've got access to track 20 books and 100 keywords. The niche finder, which is game changing, I showed you through that, where you get 120 monthly searches and able to go back to 1 year of history. You also get access to the listing optimizer, which I'll show in a future video. But the keyword research tool that I've talked about, you've got access to. You also get the keyword generator, category explorer, which I showed you. You get opt-in page builder, so it's a great way to collect emails, trademark checker, description formatter, private Facebook group community, video tutorials and resources, and customer support. So you get a great bundle there. And as I showed my royalties for the month of March, where I started using this tool, that the books I've created with it have more than paid for the subscription many times over. And for those that really want to start getting results, I've left the link in the description and comment section for you to try this tool out. It also has a 14-day money back guarantee. So if it doesn't work out for you, then you're not losing any money. But don't be afraid to take the step. If you have any questions, then ask me in the comment section. And thanks for watching another video.